There's many ways to become self-confident and create the person you wish to become. You could use templates, mimic others, buy experiences, or just starts from scratch. There's no wrong answer really, you just have to start somewhere and see what works for you. And the more you practice that thing, the more it will become second nature for you. Self-confidence is earned by working for it. I'll tell you a little bit later what was the catalyst for me to start wanting bettering myself every day on that quest of self-confidence. And there's a lot more in common between painting and creating yourself. I'll explain to you why. But first thing first, I need to fix this. I put pink here and pink there, and I hate it. So I'm gonna put that back in white, and then we'll get back to it. Some people would say that trying things is wasting your time. It's like me covering that pink with white. I wasted time putting pink. It's just like self-confidence. You need to try different things in order to figure out what you're gonna be good at, what you're gonna get self-confidence from. Anything you try is gonna make you grow. It's not on itself a waste of time. Self-confidence can be divided in two categories. You got fake self-confidence and you got real self-confidence. Also, keep in mind this is just my personal opinion from personal experience. Maybe you take out some entertainment out of it, some wisdom out of it, or something like that. Fake self-confidence is quite easy to attain if you ask me. Clothes, grooming, cars, houses, jewelry. These things will boost your self-confidence, but if your self-confidence goes, if the car or the watch go, then you were just lying to yourself. You can act self-confident. That doesn't make you self-confident. Self-confidence ain't a straight line either. Some days you got it, and some not really. How many layers of white does it take to cover up your mess up with pink? A lot. I think we have to go a little more deeper than that if you want to achieve self-confidence. But then again, don't get me wrong. I mean, a nice watch or a nice haircut or a new hat, new shirt, new dress will help boost your self-confidence. And these things are great, but it's not true self-confidence. Because for me, self-confidence has to come from within. First, with the desire to better yourself at anything. And then the real work starts. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Experience and time. The more you repeat something, the more confident you're gonna be at that thing and the more self-confidence you're gonna have. And the great thing is, you only need to get confident at one thing only. And that thing's gonna trickle down in all aspects of your life. And it's gonna make you believe that, in fact, you can achieve anything you want. Let's take, for example, you wanna eat better. You wanna start exercising. You wanna start reading and learning every day. You know, all that good stuff that people... And if you're gonna throw yourself in all of them at the same time, it's gonna feel most probably overwhelming. Pick one and build on it. It's just like creating a painting. I have a vision in my head. This vision becomes clearer and clearer, and it becomes reality with each stroke of the brush. It doesn't take 2 minutes to appear. It's the same thing about creating yourself. You want to become more self-confident, more affirmative, smarter, more in shape. It's all gonna take daily work for the rest of your life. It's funny that I'm actually making that painting while talking about something that takes a lot of repetition, because this painting is about the same bird over and over again. Part of the series I'm doing, it's called Think Like a Child. Everything that comes to my mind, I do it. Trains my mind, I guess, to be more creative. And it's very liberating to actually paint like this. Not really like a goal set in stone. You just go with the flow and then your idea hits and you just like roll with it. I don't know, it's just really cool. And that wall mount that my friend made for me is just incredible. Also guys, if you would like me to teach you a little more about what I do, tell you my little tricks and tips about painting and stuff, just let me know in the comments and I'll start making more videos about this. I marked with like a golden pen, but I'm gonna do some in gold leaf. Made a video about this. I'm obsessed with gold leaf. I'm wearing a coat and a hat because it's freezing. We are in December and look, it's pouring down rain outside. Humid as. Let's get back into our main subject. I think it's also a mindset. Is you don't have to do these things, you get to do these things. So you get to be more self-confident. Because at the end of the day, you're in charge of you. You decide the person you want to become, not your instinct. And I know you're wondering, what the hell does this guy means by it's your instinct? Let me explain. Because it's our instinct to seek to be comfortable, to avoid doing hard things, or to avoid stressful situations. Let's ask Google why we're wired to be comfortable. The human brain is wired to seek comfort and avoid stressful, intimidating, and disagreeable situations. Our brain releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to encourage us to flee from anxiety-arousing circumstances. This was once, and still can be, a mechanism for survival. That's why learning new things can feel overwhelming. It's just nature doing its thing. Fortunately, you have a brain, you know what's happening, and you can bypass it. You need to learn to become how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. By doing things you need to do in order to become the person you wish to be. Even if you don't feel like doing it. Because you see, how you feel is completely irrelevant. At the end of the day, you think I feel like for the past 10 years, let's say that I've been taking cold showers, working out every day, eating good, that I felt like it every day? Of course not. Even my work that I love, tattoos, do you think I felt like doing the drawings every time I had one to do? Of course not, and I've been doing that for 20 years. Here. These are all the drawings, I still have them. I have to admit I was procrastinating a lot about a project with all the drawings I did for the past 20 years, and that video got me going. Now I don't have a choice. Of course, no, I don't feel like it all the time. Sometimes I would much rather just sit down and do shit. But I made a choice of who I wanted to be in life, so I get to do these things, so I get to be the person I want to be. I'm healthy, I get to work out. I'm smart, I get to learn something new every day. I develop my drawing skills, I get to create something new every day. The catalyst that put me on that path of self-improvement and self-confidence was I had a neighbor back in the day. He was the owner of a showroom and he wanted me to do a paint expo at his place because he really liked the stuff I was doing. Unfortunately, I didn't have as much works as I have now and clearly not enough to do a full show. But my answer, now that I think back, was so stupid.
I said, of course I would, but you know, these things takes a lot of time to do.
I'll always remember how he looked at me and kind of rolled his eyes and said, I didn't ask you how long it took to do a fucking painting. I asked you if you wanted to do a show. Of course it takes time to do this stuff. I really took that answer as shut the fuck up and start painting. Why are you telling me this? Yeah. I felt like such a loser after that. I started painting every day. The answer I gave him, this wasn't coming from self-confidence. It was coming from laziness. A self-confident answer would have been, you know what? I'll take you up on your answer. I'm gonna start working right now. And this was a pivotal moment in my life and my career. Thank you, Arm. Every little day action will move the needle forward. You never worked out before, start going to the gym 2-3 times a week to begin with. You never read a book before, pick up a small one, read a couple of pages a day. That'll get you started. One thing I do to help me with my self-confidence, because like I said, it's not every day that it's the same level, is I hate filming these in front of people. So I make a point every time I film, I come here in my studio, and I film in front of the windows. There's a lot of people passing on that street, and it just makes me nervous a little bit every time. But I'm getting a hang of it. But all these little things will add up and boost your self-confidence. And it just doesn't stop there to those stereotypical ones that everybody talks about. Just pick up that brush and do that painting that you've been thinking of doing. Pick up that music instrument that you've always wanted to play but never really had the guts because you don't have the self-confidence that you're gonna be good at it. Learn that new skill that you always wanted to do but you think you're not smart enough to do. Take on some speech lessons because you're French and you want to do YouTube in English. In order to become self-confident, you just have to start. You get to start. And you will suck, but like I said before many times, you need to suck at something before being good at it. What helped me the most in my life to become more self-confident was painting every day, reading every day, and exercising every day. These are the three that worked out the best for me to really feel like my self-confidence now comes from within. And you, it might be completely different. It might be playing a music instrument and taking pride in cleaning your apartment, whatever it is. But you need to try things in order to find out what will make you self-confident. You need to trust yourself a little more. I want to thank you so much for watching my video. This means the world to me. If you haven't subscribed yet, now would be a good time. Maybe like the video also so it finds more people on YouTube that needs to hear the message. I'll see you in the next one. Here's a couple more videos for you to go check out.